What's going on, everyone? Welcome to or welcome back to the Bankroll Builder series with me, Cody Arnold. Last episode we left off with I think it was $733 in the bankroll. We were $17 shy of $750, which is our goal to move up to the next level of 10 cent and 25 cent. And anyone new to the series, what we're doing here, we deposited a minimum deposit on a site called Ignition Casino, and we played at 2 cent, 5 cent with a $5 buy-in until we got up to $295. And the plan was to go up to the $10 buy-ins once we got $300. That night we weren't able to play cash games, so we entered in a $10 tournament, and we took fourth place. We added $380 to the bankroll. Last episode we played our first episode at the 5 cent, 10 cent level, and so the episode from tonight is us also playing 5 cent, 10 cent, and we get up over our goal of $750. I think we make it to $757. Bear with me in the beginning. We make some bad plays, but like I said on this channel, full disclosure, I'm going to include hands that I played badly as well. Rough go at it at the beginning, but we grind it out, and we end up booking a win of about $20, and we are now at over $750. So we'll be playing at the 10 cent, 25 cent. Season 3 will be next episode. We'll be starting season 3. So for right now, we're going to go into some hand analysis of these hands. Like I said, bear with me. The first hands are brutal. I do not play very well, but we do turn it around. So we'll go over some analysis now. All right. Okay, guys, so first hand we have here is 6-4 of spades. We opened up 4x with this hand. Really don't have anything on this flop, but we could definitely rep an ace here from our early position open. So we put in 50 cents, and we get a call behind. Now we pick up a gut shot straight draw to go, and he checks it to us. So he really hasn't shown too much strength. I mean, calling out of position, I should know better. Betting with very slim equity there on the turn. And another club comes out. He puts in 80 cents. It really feels like just a blocker bet. Like maybe he has pocket 7s or pocket 9s, something like this. So we decide to go for it. We put in a huge raise, and he had ace queen, so he just snaps it right off, and we lose that first pot. Next relevant hand, we have jack queen of hearts. We're in the big blind, and it folds around to the button who 3 X's. So we flop a gut shot with 2 overs and a backdoor flush draw. We check it to the dealer button, and he makes it 45 cents, a little more than half pot. We come along for the call. We go ahead and check this turn, and he's going to put in a bet here, I believe. He puts in $1.07 into $1.48. We decide that we're going to raise him up and hope to fold out any ace kings, ace queens, queen kings in his range. He goes all in. We have to fold, so we lose that one as well. Here, we're just playing frustrated, I guess. We open with our pocket 9s, 2 kings, and a jack on board. We have 1 caller behind, so we lead for a little less than half pot. He raises us here, I believe, which is very strange to me because I feel like if he did have a king, he would not be raising. I think he would raise jacks. So I don't put him on a king. So we're going to go ahead and pretend that we have a king. So a king there I think would just call and then lead turn, which is what we do. We decide to go ahead and just call the flop and lead the turn. Like I said, we don't think that he has a king in his hand. So we put $1.60 in, and he raises us again. We should be folding here 100% of the time, but we are stubborn today and don't want to give up. So we come along for the call, and we lead the river. Still hoping he just has a jack, maybe jack queen, and he can finally realize that, we have a king. But he had jacks full, so he's not going anywhere. We lose that pot as well. Next relevant hand, we had jack 10 of clubs, under the gun +1. Under the gun made a 4x raise, so we call. Decent suited cards in position to the raiser. We plan on calling or folding after we get raised behind, but he calls. It kind of prices us in. So we flop middle pair with a gut shot and a backdoor flush draw. It checks to us, and we put in a $2, I guess, kind of blocker bet. I mean, I'm not really sure. Like I said, guys, we didn't play too well in the beginning of this session. Made some bad decisions. So we put the $2 in, 5 goes all in, and 3 calls. So we're kind of in a weird spot because we've kind of priced ourselves in here, even though we know we're like never good. Obviously, we're not good on this flop. We're going to need some help. We'll need a 9, a 10, or a jack, or backdoor clubs. But it's $4 to win 20, and it's pretty close. I mean, I already have a lot invested in this pot, so I come along for the call. Player 5 had aces, player 3 had kings, and we do not hit a 10, a 9, or a jack, and we lose this hand. And that's about it. So not a good start. So here we have Jack 9 of diamonds. We opened pre-flop, and we flop a open-ended straight draw. We're going to check it to player 7. Oh, I'm sorry. We raised to 4x. He re-raised us, and we called. That's how this action went pre-flop. So now he leads for $1.52 into $2.52. We're going to call with our open-ender. We check it back. Not check it back, but we check it on the turn. He thinks for a while, and then he decides to check. So he seems pretty weak to us. Maybe he has ace-king, maybe ace-jack, jack-king, something like this. So we put in a $3 bet here. A queen would have continued on that turn there. Maybe he has jacks. He just doesn't, checking back that turn just does not seem very strong to me. So we go with the bet, and he folds. So we take that one down. First pot to win. Here we have 3-6 of diamonds. We flop a gut shot. We're going to continue here. We were the pre-flop raisers, so we put in a little less than half pot. Backdoor diamond draws and a gut shot. Not a great hand to play out of position, but whatever. So he flats the flop. We're not too worried about him having a king here, so we put in the bet, and he calls. Now we have our straight, and we are going to go for $2 into $2.81, and now we're hoping he has the king, which I think he may have because he calls and we win. He mucks his hand. Here we have 6-4 of diamonds. We are the pre-flop raisers. This guy bets 10 cents into 81, so that just seems super weak to me, so we raise him up. And then we make our straight on the turn. So he could have a ace of hearts in his hand with that check back, like he's just trying to get a cheap flush. So we're going to charge him the max for it. Well, not the max, but we put in a pot-sized bet here with our straight, looking to get calls from a heart in his hand. So now the board pairs. Pretty confident still with our hand. And I think he decides that he's going to put in a bet. Oh, no, he checks here. And we check back, and we're good with our 6-4. He was doing that with a jack. That's just weird. Weird player here. So here we flop top pair. And we just start leading it. Like we just saw, he calls really light. So we're going to start trying to extract value from this guy. Put in $1.20 into $1.95. He comes along for the call. Board is paired. He goes for $3, so it's just kind of a call position for us. He had jack 10, and we take it down. Next relevant hand, same guy. We have a great flop for us. We have 2 overs. We have the second nut flush draw, and we have a gut shot. He bets $1.12 into $1.24. Stacks effective are pretty large, so we're going to look to get some more money into this pot. I think we're a favorite to most hands here. So we put $3 in, and he makes the call. So now ace comes out. Doesn't really change anything for what we're drawing to, but we can definitely rep the ace. So we put in a bet here. And this guy had been going all in with whenever he's weak, he just ships his whole stack. And when he's strong, he's more of a trappy player. So that kind of helps my decision here. I know it doesn't look like a good call, but it was. And we make our straight here. So any jack, any king, any queen, any diamond there, we would have won. So here we have the pre-flop raisers on the button, and we flop a set. He bets 40 cents into us, and we're going to min-raise him here, which he calls. 4 comes out on the turn. He puts in a small bet. We're going to charge him a little bit more here, $2, hoping he has a jack that he can call with. Not a lot of draws out there. Now, if he does have a jack, this is a great card for us. The pot is $6, and he has 8 behind. So we're just going to go for the max and hope that he has a jack, maybe a weak jack that now he's worried about, like a jack 9 or jack 8 or jack 10, something he can still call with that will get paid off on if he does call. So he tanks for a while, and then he eventually folds, I believe. Sorry, I should have cut this down a little bit more. Yeah, I believe he folds this. So maybe we go for, I don't know, maybe $4 or something. Maybe he has pocket tens, but he ends up folding. So this is the last hand that we play. We were in the small blind, and we made it 50 cents to go. Jack high flop, we put in a continuation bet, and the big blind and under the gun fold. And we round this session out right around $52. So the bankroll got up to I think like 757 or so, and we called it a night because we reached our goal of 750, and we can now play at the next level, the 10 cent 25 cent with a $25 buy-in. So that's it for this session, and bankroll got up to $757, and that was it. That was our last session at 5 cent 10 cent. And we get the bankroll up over 750, so we'll be moving up to the next level, and we will start playing 10 cent 25 cent on next episode, and we will begin season 3.